Now we're gonna make some steak. So I'm gonna let it sit and marinate. I let it marinate for 30 minutes in the refrigerator, and then I let it sit out for 30 minutes also marinating. I got a New York strip, lots of marble. Lots of marble. Do you like my coral? Coral came in nice. Here's how I do it. Throw her on the plate. I use the scissors to hold it. And I just stab, stab, stab. Jab, jab, jab. Make sure you stab the fat. Beat it up, beat it up. Flip it. Let's do it again. All right. Now I get some Worcestershire sauce. We've got some organic from Whole Foods, some Worcestershire. And we douse. Rub it in. Then we flip. And we're going to let this sit in the fridge for 30 minutes. So now that we've gotten our marinade out of the way, it's time to turn our oven on to 450 degrees. My oven is already preheated, so it's time to sear, my dear. It's time to sear. What you want to do is get your skillet nice and hot with some butter. I put my oven on 7. Actually, yeah, 7's good. 7's good. So we've got our skillet hot. Yep, the butter should be sizzling. So now we're going to sear our steak 2 minutes each side. Just want to make sure you get that whole skillet covered. Dirtied another damn dish. So we're going to flip it. Two more minutes. So now we're going to put a pat of butter on top of it and throw it in the oven for 5 minutes at 450. All right, so it's done. We're going to grab it with tongs and plate it. And here is our delicious New York strip steak. Bone apple tea. We're going to do a taste test a little bit. We got to let it sit. Let the juices reconvene. Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Alex. It's been so long since I've said that. Some of y'all that have been here with me since the beginning, remember, this is how we started. This and the apartment tours, and those are coming soon too. Trust and believe. Okay, so we're doing air fried wings. Now here's how I do it. So you already got your chicken washed and whatnot. You didn't need to watch me wash chicken. Now I use, like my grandmother, I reuse oil that I've already cooked the chicken in, and what I do is I just pour it over so that each wing has some oil on it. I just do this to add some crispness to the wing. But yeah, just drizzle your oil. And this way, this is already used oil. It's already got flavor. Like your grandmom with the can of Crisco, the shortening. That old school. All right, so now we've got everything pretty much covered. Now I season. Today's seasoning was actually sent to me by the lovely lady from New Orleans, Southern Fried King's Everything Seasoning. And it is everything and goes on everything. So I season generously. Now, because we're going to be doing sweet chili over this, I'm not going to do too much, but just some flavor. Just some flavor. Not too much. Now we're just going to pop it in here. I do 350 for 10 minutes each side, but this time I'm going to do 300 because I want to crisp it with the sweet and sour sauce. Should I do 300? I'm going to do 350. I'm going to do 350. We don't want no ptomaine, poisoning. Salmonella won't have you the same, ptomaine. Ptomaine, ptomaine. That poison might mess with your brain like cocaine. No ptomaine. Oh, we're back again. This is my kitchen, y'all. It's a white kitchen. I know. I got a white refrigerator, honey. And I'm going to tell you why people have a certain disdain for white refrigerators, at least why I do. They are impossible to keep clean. It is work, it is effort, it is exhausting. I mean, right now, it's just getting dirty. It's getting dirty off my breath. That's why I don't nobody like a white refrigerator. It worked. My food cold. But you always like, scrub a dub. The effort I put into keeping this kitchen clean. Sometimes I just don't eat. I'm like, I ain't about to dirty dish the fridge. I like that sink empty. Empty. That's my mama fault. I can't leave a dish in the sink thanks to her. I'ma get you. And what's worse is I'm the only one living here. So I know it's me not cleaning up after myself. And then I gotta yell at me. Have you tried yelling at me? It ain't easy. But while we're waiting, we're gonna do a light little snack. You know why I love a red plastic cup? 'Cause it ain't a dish to do. I will never get an apartment without a dishwasher again. Oh, I just had to have a pool. And now they're working on the pool. They got my butt. But I'm going to the rent board. They're going to lower this rent. I ain't going to be 3 months without a pool. In the summer? Although it really ain't summer here, so I wasn't that upset. It's like 60-something outside right now, and a cool, misty 60. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of ricotta cheese. This is for cheese and crackers. It's just a little Mediterranean. So you get your plate. You get yourself some ricotta. We're going to use a plastic fork because I don't have time to do another dish. Put that in the center of the plate. Nice little dollop. It's so creamy and so dairy. You make a little hole in the center, best you can. And then I season with Italian seasoning. Put some diced tomatoes in the center. You can cut up some tomatoes or you can just get them out the can like I did because I wasn't in the mood to cut crap today. Now ain't that cute? Get yourself some Ritz crackers. Put some on your Ritz. It's like a caprese salad, but instead of mozzarella, it's ricotta. Light and delicious. All right, well, we'll be back to flip the wings. So here they are after 10 minutes at 350. They look a little nude, very honky-esque, but that's okay, we flipping them because we don't want them super crisp yet. Now that we gonna flip them, we gonna turn it up to 425 for 10 minutes. Get them crisp and season. So we're going to do 400 for another 7 minutes. Does the time keep changing? Yes, because I don't know what I'm doing. I make wings, but I don't always make them the best, so I'm really trying to do it right. Sometimes you got to trial and error. I said this is cooking with Alex. Nobody said it was successful. As long as ain't nobody getting ptomaine, we did it right. Don't nothing like to get dirty like a kitchen. I swear, you think this joker was paid extra to get dirty. Okay, so they done. Let's see if they still look naked. Oh, no, yeah, all right. Yeah, that's how they're supposed to look. Yeah, we did it. It's a nice crispy wing. Now starts the fun part. Now you're gonna need a food brush for this. If you ain't got a food brush, you can use a spoon, but a food brush is just a little better, it's a little easier. So what I'm gonna do, I have some Kikkoman sweet and sour sauce. I've always liked their sweet and sour. This is gluten-free. I wonder if it was always gluten-free. It's what they had at the store. You know, San Francisco, it always got to be some type of free. Gluten-free, fat-free, taste-free, but never free-free. They're going to double charge that ass. I'm going to teach y'all how to cook without dirtying dishes. That's what I'm going to do. You don't know how close I was to sticking this brush in that bottle. If the neck was bigger, I would have done it. Do I have a smaller brush? Because if I got a brush that'll fit in there, I swear for God. So we're going to put a little in here, just so it's easier to deal with. And then you just paint it on. Now once you paint it on and you flip them again, it's best to use some tongs. Just easier. But you can use a fork. You could use a fork and a knife if you're skilled. You season them a little bit first so you don't have to totally rely on the sweet and sour for the seasoning. Now, because this is a sugary sauce, we are going to do 300 for 4 minutes just to, you know, dry it out and get it nice and sticky, but not burn it up. Because I done burned a whole lot of stuff up. Now we're going to pop them back in. Actually, we're going to do 270 for 5 minutes. So after 3 minutes at 270, they're perfect. Flip them and paint again. All right, they're done. Ooh. Look at that wing. Perfectly coated, golden brown. And now it's time to taste test our wings. Oh, I did that. I know there are a lot of instructions, but follow up. All right. Success. Let's talk pizza. That is a good wing. So I am having oh Lord, that is 40 there, right? 40. I done torn the damn boxes up. But Shuggies. I am having Shuggies pizza. The slices are like twice this big. They're like this big. Oh my God, this is the best pizza I have had since New York, and I left 2 years ago. It's thin crust, but not floppy. You see how it's just sturdy? The toppings stay on. Look at that. That's pizza. Oh my God. It's only $20. It's 6 square slices, so it's not the biggest, but it's so good, it's worth it. Best in the city. Everything else is shit on a shingle.